Right, okay, I'm going to talk about the 6 foul, disgusting, bad habits I have banished from my life in my 50s because they were slowly suffocating me. Now listen, you know the feeling. You're running around after everyone else. You are putting yourself last, but you hate it. You feel horrendous inside and you've tried everything, but you still can't stop doing them. Well, I promise you there's a way to stop repeating the same bad habits. Because the reality is, when I wrestled these suckers to the floor, when I exterminated them from my life, it felt amazing. It feels amazing. Not only that, I feel freer and I'm on my way to my sweet, soft little Gen X life, right? Because I've reclaimed my personal peace, my energy, my confidence. So if you want that for yourself too, then this video is for you. Strap in. By the way, I'm Marv, journalist, beer nerd, confidence coach and cat mom, and I'm just sharing how we can use our mindset and some lifestyle changes to make sure that really the roller coaster of menopause and midlife doesn't derail us, that really we can live our best lives and live our best version of ourselves. So if you like my vibe, hit subscribe. If you're feeling heavy, frustrated, or even angry, and you know me by now, I've always got the rage. If you're feeling angry with yourself about the way you feel, then you've got to watch all of these habits to the end for 2 reasons. Because I want to know if you recognize any that you're doing. No judgment, okay? But also want you to decide which ones you're going to torpedo straight away. Listen, I bet you're with me on this. Most of our lives, we say yes, we keep the peace, we don't want to disappoint anyone, we all think we're being kind, it's all this conditioning that we've been brought up with, when actually we are eroding ourselves, we are disappearing from our own lives. And what we should be doing is the opposite. We should be at front and centre. It's not being selfish. We should be delivering main character energy. The other day, one of my girlfriends said, oh, there's a doctor written loads of books about women's health and he's doing a tour. So would you like to come and see him with me? Problem is, I don't like the guy's vibe. My friend really likes him. Now, the old me would have gone, oh my gosh, she's asked me to go somewhere with her. That's really nice. But I don't like the guy. Old me would have gone, yeah, of course. And then I would have sat there going, I paid £50 for this. Oh, I can't stand it. It was really boring. And my friend's going, how is it? And I'm like, right. But now what I did was, she asked me the question. I paused and I thought, my brain's catching up with me here. I thought, I don't like the guy. I don't like the guy. I'm going to disappoint her by saying no. She'll understand. And I just said, no, thanks ever so much. Maybe you can find someone else to go with you. Ooh, it felt off. And I was praying she didn't mind. And she didn't in the end. And honestly, it felt like putting down a heavy bag. Because when we keep overriding ourselves, right, our body notices. Like, I was like, oh. And I think there's something about conditioning here. So when we're a little girl, we were told, if you say no, you disappoint somebody. If you choose yourself, you are selfish. And if you don't help, then you are a bad person. You are not a good person. And it's what we've been told as women from when we were little girls, and it does us no good. I think we need to ask ourselves the question, are we saying no from a genuine place of love? We're not doing it to deliberately hurt the other person. We are doing it to protect ourselves because we don't want to be in the situation where we're sitting there going, ugh, what did I say that for? Because that depletes us. And what we need to do is fill ourselves up. But then once I stopped people pleasing, guess what? I realised something else was exhausting me. For decades, women have been told how to look, how to sound when they speak, put on the posh telephone voice, how to behave. And you can wear a short skirt, but you've got to cover up your boobs. Now, God forbid you wear a short skirt and a low-cut top at the same time. Are you insane? You've got to be polished. You've got to be put together. And that adds up even more as we get older. You can't wear your hair too long. Bitchy comments about your grey hairs. Oh, aren't you dyeing them? Oh, you're letting your greys grow. Ugh, why are you showing them? Like, literally, can't we grow old disgracefully? So we follow all these rules, these unwritten rules until we're shattered. But actually, why don't you ask yourself, who exactly am I trying to be perfect for? So today I was thinking, do I record this video today because I feel exhausted? My hair's a mess. I knew I didn't want to like straighten my hair. This is a half iron shirt. When I got everything set up today, there were workmen pulled up outside the house, drilling, putting some new telephone lines or cable lines or whatever in somebody's house. And I was thinking, and the old me would have gone, you can't film today, Marv. Put it back, do it another day. But instead I was thinking like the message about these habits that are keeping you trapped. This is more important than the full face of makeup. The release is revolutionary. It's like kind of unclenching your fist. And for me, it doesn't mean that I've stopped caring. I've prioritized the when I need to be perfect. So I speak on stages. I talk on TV. I need to entertain, to deliver information, to engage audiences. So the full makeup, the full hair, the dress, the heels, the lips, all of that matters. It's essential because it's how I earn a living, right? So sometimes 80% is better than 100%. You got to ask yourself, does it really need to be polished, or is it okay to be just finished? And what's the worst that can happen if you're not 100%? No biggie, the world is not going to end. So ask yourself that. But then once I stopped chasing perfection, I realised something else is going on, and that I was neglecting myself a lot. And over the last few months, I've been writing about it in my newsletter, Moments. And there's something really interesting here, because I think that most women, most of us feel guilty for doing something for ourselves. We've often been taught that being a good woman means that you're available for everybody else and you're last. But for me, one thing I realised is self-care in whatever form it takes, as long as you're not abusing your body, right? You're not chucking alcohol down your neck. Self-care for me is about filling up your own cup, yeah? You can't pour from an empty one. We've heard that phrase a million times before. And I always used to say, oh, I need a massage. I'm going to have a massage every month. Really? We're in March, and the last time I had one was Christmas. And I'm like, where's the rest of my massages? But when I got there, I lay on the bed and I woke myself up snoring, deep, bare snores, because that's how tired my body was. And I realised actually that was my body saying, you've been sacrificing yourself for too long. You're doing too much. Your 54-year-old body can't keep up. It was telling me something had to give. So my view on self-care is it's essential maintenance. It's not indulgent. My suggestion is if you're struggling to fit in some self-care somewhere, look at your calendar, put something in there this week. Could be the bike ride, could be the jacuzzi, could be the sauna at the gym, coffee with the girlfriend, or like a solo dinner date. Doesn't actually even need to involve anybody else, right? Something where your shoulders drop and you can just chill out. But I need you to engage the main character energy and protect it in the same way you protect a meeting that you've got with your boss. You know, when you have your regular routines, when you have to sit down with the boss every month and talk about your results and your metrics, do the same thing, protect it. Because if you don't protect that time, no one else will. And let me know what you're going to be lining up for the next month, because I would love to know how you're protecting your time, what you're doing with it, right? But then when I started listening to my body, it started telling me all sorts of other little things that I've been deliberately burying. And we know what the roller coaster of menopause and midlife is like. Our bodies change, our hormones shift, the weight gain, what was a svelte body. And I'm shutting my eyes here and remembering what I was like when I was 27. And I'd be going to work at the TV studios and I'd wear a long swirly skirt in the summer and a crop top, and I had a flat belly. That flat belly is gone. And I mourn it. I'm grieving, right? The snap back days are over. It doesn't matter. You go crazier, you go harder, you do the workouts, you do all the diets. They no longer work. Well, more than 10 years ago now, I stopped wearing jeans with a rigid waist belt. Baby, today, elasticated trousers are my friend. Elastane, modal, Anything with spandex in, honestly, I don't care because I don't need to be walking around with a waistband that is literally killing me because that's how I felt. I couldn't breathe. I knew I needed something like stylish, smart, durable fabric. So I wear literally these trousers that I've got on now. And I did the man thing. I've literally got 10 pairs of the exact same trousers just in case the store that I buy them from stop selling them, stop making them. But the day I did that, the battle with my body, like pushing myself into outfits that hurt, like overstuffing a sausage, right? Those days were over. I don't know why I was doing it, trying to be young. It's about adapting into your new season. Get it done. For me, like comfort is respecting the body that you're in now. And the next time you get dressed, ask yourself, would I happily sit in this for 5 hours? I think your clothes should be supporting who you are now, who you're becoming, the woman that you want to be. 3 years ago, I was feeling rage, exhaustion, borderline depression, old me, and I did it, you know. I was checking Dr. Google 2, 3 in the morning, sitting there with worry. But what I learned to do was to get out of the spiral of what's going on and find out what's going on. So I booked to see a menopause specialist. And when I sat on the Zoom call in the consultation, I exhaled because the fear of what was going on vanished, and the doctor showed that they understood. My whole journey to HRT is there. So if your body is telling you things, telling you something, and you feel uncomfortable about it, listen. Pain, fatigue, something just doesn't feel right. You know, my tip is give it 48 hours. If it's still niggling you, book the appointment. Please don't consult Dr. Google, Dr. ChatGPT, Dr. Claude. None of those are your friends, right? They are not. Please don't wait 6 months either, like ruminating on it. Just take action. Because the thing is, you deserve peace over your brain spiraling, your brain sitting in this kind of silent worry and you lashing out at people because basically there's a fear in your body, deep in your body, that you don't know what the hell's going on. For me, information is ammunition. Then you can take some decisions, you can make some decisions, hopefully stops the worry getting worse, or it enables you to make a plan for how you're going to handle things going forward, right? But then once you start listening to your body, something else happens and you realize that it's not only your body that you've been ignoring, but you've been ignoring your inner voice, and the one that says, there's something not quite right, is there? You're 6 weeks into your new job and your colleagues still don't really show you any respect. It's a relationship. The red flags, you know, he or she has said something to you very disrespectful, or they've shown you who they are by their actions, and you've ignored the voice before. And I've done that before. And every time I've ignored the voice before, I knew deep down it was wrong. My instinct was telling me, Marv, don't do it. Marv, you need to leave the job. Marv, you need to get rid of that man. You need to ditch him. He's not good for you. He does not respect you. And I think the more you go through your life experiences, your instinct gets stronger, especially for us as women over 50. Trust it. Trust your gut. Pause and ask yourself, if I wasn't worried about disappointing anyone, what would I do? Your instinct often knows what the answer is before your brain even catches up. So the more you listen to it, the stronger it becomes. Right, there you go. Those are my 6 habits that I stopped carrying in my 50s. I feel lighter. And the shifts at first, they are terrifying. Of course they are. You'll feel like you're breaking rules. You're defying society. You are going against everything you were ever taught. But I tell you now, it's one of the most freeing things you are ever going to do. So tell me in the comments, which ones are you setting fire to? Which ones have you been holding on to? And if you want to hear everything about how I chose myself and my HRT journey, check it out. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you in the next one.